Well, I see that that's where the demo is. Let's play this demo then. I'm reading about like the new changes and stuff. That's a good fix. Because that was annoying. Okay, all those patches seem decent, good, great. Let's do this.
I am headed out. Need you on grid watch.
You got it. Oh, and hey, I gave your Tommy a full tune-up. Go ahead and fire her up.
Not bad.
Scaldra systematically pumping a furbomb through this neighborhood. Not good for anything with a pulse, including civvies. Only way to stop them is to put them down first.
That looks like a thing. It's not a thing.
Now this is more like it.
Okay. So they gave me a jump. To launch the bike forward. Oh.
Good night.
Where'd the bike go? Oh. There's another one of those things. Interesting. I'm sorry I hit a jump during that. Well, a lot of those consoles. It kind of blowed up.
Reloading. Target is down.
That wasn't nice. Ooh, Xmas.
Gotcha.
So there's several of these.
Care of that.
Ugh. Ah, damn.
Pop them off.
That missed.
Puny slugs. So close to the ground you can't see the big picture. Chaos followed Dr. Entrati. But within chaos is opportunity. Opportunity I will
Whoa.
seize, no matter how hard you squirm.
Entrati is ours. We will find him. I promise you that.
Could use an actual ability every now and then.
That's your lot.
Ooh, bad.
Got him.
Alright, that was a better takedown. How much I play X-Cow?
Zone is hot. Watch yourselves.
Oh. Oh, they can get up here.
Stay down. There's a love.
Run around for me, buddy. Did he fall back down to the bottom? Looks like it. Yep. Gonna have to path back up here again.
Contain them before it's a ball of chalk. Dropped him.
Does they path up this side, huh? Apparently.
Sculpture Command is gonna be pissed when they find out what happened to their purge squad. Keep going.
Jaffa. Moving on.
Jaffa!
Danger close. Fire. Down you go.
Universal orbs.
Enemy in the area. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. That answers my theory there. Question. Ew. Corrosive.
Catch one.
Out of ammo.
Yeah, I'm up for a scrap. It's kicking off.
Good pistol.
You pranet.
You are nothing but a distraction. A plaything! When you grow lazy, and you will, I will find you. It will not be a pleasurable experience.
I don't do lazy, and you need to start watching your back.
Hey, I picked up ammo along the way. Nice.
We've got hostiles. Stay down. There's a love.
Mm-hmm. A bunch of corrosive spilling things. A bunch. Sneaky.
Target is down.
Whoops. Note to self. Jumping on those breaks them.
Right. Who wants some? How's that?
Ew. Yeah, it didn't look good.
Contact. Check 5s and 20s. Pop them off.
I'm calling it there. Your job is done. Head home before reinforcements show up.
Somehow, I don't think that's going to happen.
Eyes on. Scratch one.
Ew.
Cheerio.
Well, one guy got away. Getting pretty icky over here.
Good night. They're on to us! Got him. Let's get to business.
Think that's all of them? No, there's still one left.
You pranit.
Okay.
Ordis has received messages for the operator. No, I have not read them.
You need an energy drink more than that. So, yeah. Communication. Mail. Thank you, Ordis.
Ordis has determined the secrets to happiness. A combination of heightened dopamine levels and a terrible memory. You're welcome!
I wonder if he's on his server. Doesn't seem like it. Last thing I was leveling was a board prime. Really? Too much melee. Did it deliver that thing to my inventory? What?
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Ooh, it's a skin. So it's not a weapon. It's just to make the weapon look. Got it. So I don't need to level that. Okay. Well, in that case, back to this. And I'll crack some relics. Oh, man. Woke up to an alarm going off in the house. Well, woke up because the dog was scared because there was an alarm going off in the house. I might as well do the new mission thing. Terminate, huh? Oh, that's the steel path ones. You like quicker ones? Yeah, capture. That'll work. Forma ×2. That would be perfect. Let's do this. Let's go. Give me a Forma ×2 and no golds. Or really crappy golds. I can still pick my Forma ×2. That'd be like super useful. Thank you, Atomic, for leaving. Your Switch was loading like terribly.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
At least he stopped his mic.
Target located. Bring them in. Tenno, my readings indicate an increasingly dense neural network beneath the forest floor. This can only mean one thing. The Silver Grove is nearby. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno. Change of plans. Ignore your original.
I don't think we're making it out of this mission.
Nothing alive. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Heads up. A Grineer assault team is headed your way. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
That's not okay. Yeah. Yeah, this one's botched. Yeah, we killed him too fast. That was one heck of a heavy sigh, man. I think they died a little too fast there in the booth. Too much speed.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, I made this blueprint, so hey, that's a thing. What? Don't care about any of that. This one won't fail.
Eliminate all corpus threats. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Collect reactant to open your relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Well done, Tenno. Your port is open. You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Hmm.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Hey, Jinx, I'm sorry. Apparently I didn't load one of my programs. Hope I didn't miss you for too long there. That's what happens when you don't hear that little bloop sound. No, this Benedict is out there. Let's see here. I need to close this for a minute. There we go. And then we need to do don't need it. Yeah. Apparently. Let's see here. Since that's now done. Yo. Here we go. Now that's working. Da, 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 da. Let's do that again. Nope.
fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno. are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
I'm going for the former.
Another job well executed.
I don't care that we got a gold. I'm going for the former. Had a few bones there pop and crack.
There was a time, about 20 years ago, when a pretty widespread trend took hold in the world of stereo equipment, which I don't think many people noticed or took advantage of. This aggressively 2004 bookshelf system from Panasonic features a 5-disc CD changer, a couple of cassette decks, an auxiliary input, and of course a radio tuner. All typical stuff of the time. But it also proudly displays MP3 in quite big letters number. Why? And why is it just the text MP3 without any specific branding or context? Well, that MP3 mark looks weird and non-official because it's signifying a weird non-official thing. It's telling you this machine can play MP3 CDs. And this is by no means unique. Here's a CD Walkman, which also has MP3 written on it without context, in addition to 8-track 3+. Side note, Sony, stop trying to make 8-track happen. It's not going to happen. And aside from personal stereos, lots of cars made from the mid-2000s, up until they stopped putting CD players in them, can also play MP3 CDs. Now, while I'm sure some of you know what I mean by MP3 CDs,
It's just a CD loaded with MP3s.
What is that? Well, and here's
I
where
know.
the whole concept is a little strange. Despite being fairly widely supported for quite a while, MP3 CDs were closer to a hack than anything else, and they weren't actually a legitimate format.
They were great.
What do I mean by that? Well, I'll get there, but thanks to the relentless passage of time, I'm gonna have to explain some stuff for the youngins out there. Not that long ago, we used a thing called physical media. It was wild. When you wanted to play the latest hits, you had to go to a store and buy music on
let me load this
cassette
up.
tapes or CDs. And then, of course, you had to use cassette players or CD players to listen to the music you just bought. It was a trying time. I don't know how we made it, but then came the internet. Suddenly, there was a distribution system for music which didn't require going to a store. Or potentially other things which normally need to happen to get access to music, but I'll just ignore that. There was a problem, though. High-fidelity digital audio burns through what was at the time an absurd amount of data. The compact disc, the standard digital audio format which hit the scene in 1982, stores 2 channels of raw 16-bit audio samples taken 44,100 times every second, which means the data stream coming from one of these is about 1.5 million bits per second. These days, that's child's play, but back when the internet involved modems shrieking at each other over
I just missed a call.
downloading a whole CD's worth of data
Weird.
took more than an entire day. Time wasn't the only issue, though. There was also where to put all that data. It's easy to forget.
Somebody trying to
now,
call me while I'm supposed to be
almost
asleep.
My cameras created dozens of CDs worth of data since I started recording.
I'm
But back
doing
in
well,
the
I guess.
90s,
Supposed to be
compact
asleep,
discs
but
were
whatever.
still the king of data storage. The CD-ROM, the data equivalent,
Yeah, I had an alarm going off earlier. I'm gonna pause my video.
could hold 6
I had an alarm going off in the house and it was scaring the dog, and so I could be dying right now. I don't know. But the dog came and woke me up. I do have a little bit of a headache, so who knows? I could be dying right now. There was a detector going off. If whatever that call was important, they would leave a message. I don't have a voicemail, so it must not have been important. Whoever you was, I don't know you. That's a weird thing about modern society. Like, people are afraid to leave messages. Like, a lot of people are afraid to talk to people, so they'd much rather text, right? So all the calls are robot calls and shit. weird like thing. Yeah. Exactly. I don't answer my phone. I'm like, look, if it's important, leave a message and I'll check the message. Unless I know you, I'm not answering your call. Right? Unless you're one of the known numbers, and I'm not giving out my number to everybody, right? So if it's a random number, it doesn't come up with the name of somebody that I know. Like if it's not my brother, my mother, my daddy, my wife, you know, my like best friend, I ain't picking up. Anybody else, leave a message if it's important. And if you didn't leave a message, it must not have been important. You're not getting a hold of me. But with the alarm, it's like a smoke detector. I think the battery died. And it's doing that whole beep thing every now and then. Which my dog is such a big coward, it scared her. So she came and crawled into bed with me and woke me up. I have this massive dog, and she's afraid of a cricket. Beep. Wait 30 seconds. Beep. And that scared her. Yeah. That literally scared her, and she came and crawled into bed with me. So, like, it's either that it's like the, like carbon monoxide, you know, detector, or... and I should open the windows, and I'm slowly going insane. That's why I have a little bit of a headache. Or, and I just unplugged, I took the battery out of the damn thing, or that battery is dying. It's been up there for a half decade, so I think the battery's dying. I just have a headache because of lack of sleep and being insane to begin with. And I'm like, well, since I'm awake, I might as well play the new thing. So I played the new thing. And then because I was lack of sleep, I missed that Jinx stop by. I didn't say hi to them, which I feel bad about. But because I missed that, I did get my stuff turned on. I was like not awake, so I didn't turn on my bloop sound when somebody says something. So they said hey 3 times and I missed it. My bad. It's a hard thing to land on. How you been, by the way? I set up a viewing platform. Whoop. Didn't need to go up there. Casual business? Doesn't sound bad. Your sister got married. Oh, and you became an uncle. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I decorated a hangout spot for my Tenno to read books. It has a nice view. Being an uncle feels weird. Yeah, I can see that. You're only grown up when you're in that environment, though. Like, as soon as you step away from, like, being around, like, the baby, and being, like, in uncle mode, you're still back to being an idiot. You know? You're a child again. As soon as you don't have to be, like, adult, you're back to being child. It just depends on how long you have to be in, like, adulting. Like, how long can you adult for before you can't take it anymore, is the question. Like, how much adulting can you tolerate in one day until it crushes your soul? Like, for me, it's like 2-3 hours tops. And then I just, like, I have to go, like, lay down and, like, cry. Just, like, I can't take this anymore. It sucks. It's rough, man. I can only adult so much. Yeah. It's like, man, so much of this is boring. The rest of it is hard. Like, man, this is like rough. Why do people do this? It's a nightmare. I want to go play. It'd be like stoic and boring and stuff. Adulting sucks. I don't like it. Gotta be like compassionate and things and like listen to people. Understand. Yeah. I want to be like selfish and I want to be the main character. I want to be like, you know, special. I want to be a kid. I don't want to be adult. I want to be in a gray suit, a gray blob in a gray world. Ugh. I have colors and rainbows and unicorns. Nobody wants to adult. Nobody wants to adult. You just have to adult sometimes. Like, I don't own a gray suit, but I'm thinking about buying a gray suit. Meet in the middle, just be a horse. A gray unicorn. That's a cowboy. Gray unicorn is a cowboy. That's the adult. It's just a cowboy. That's what a gray unicorn is. The adult cowboy. I was cracking some relics because I had already done the mission. Have you done the mission yet? What'd you think? This thingy. Play the demo. Really? How can you like be on? You were in game earlier. I saw you in a mission. Yeah, there you go. And you haven't done the new thing. Like, how can you resist temptation? That's some willpower there. Well, there weren't really any bugs in it. It was interesting, I have to say. Like, I don't know if you get anything really. I mean, you get a sword skin. But I don't know if you get anything really other than that, other than to like play around with the mechanics. Oh yeah. I mean, they're still fixing bugs. The whole thing is like, let's do this one. Yeah, so like, there's the things they released, but then there's the bug fixes. Like, yeah, see, there's just a bunch of bug fixes with this too. So, because there's, you know, always bug frame is war. There's some good ones in here. Like this one I ran into, scan matter showing mining spots on the minimap after they've already been expended. I ran into that one the other day. It was annoying. I was going around and doing a night wave, and it was to get the rare ones on the plains of Eidolon, and they were just there always. I'm like, this is so annoying. It's a good question. Yeah, I ran into this one a lot too. The conservation animals prompting a melee finisher instead of just collection. Yeah. Like I don't want to like melee kill it. I want to, you know, send it to heaven. So I mean, lots of good fixes in this. That's the thing with the spaghetti code. Yeah. Have you spent much time messing with the cats and dogs?
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would
Yeah, the new claw stuff.
if they could.
I'm pretty happy with my Panzer right now. I completed a mission. I have a message. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought I had a message. Somebody bleeped something. Something somewhere. Yeah. This is what I did for Veneri. I'll switch to Cora. Okay. So you got to do both, but this is my Burning Claws, Precision Conditioning, Cull the Weak, so melee damage per status type affecting the target. And then non-critical hits are basically critical because they do 240% damage. Bell Ringer, Swipe. So the build, when she attacks 4 additional enemies. Okay. Bell Ringer, she will knock down enemies and apply status effects. So she'll knock down 5 enemies. And since this increases her range by 2 meters, she'll knock down 5 enemies within, like, 4 meters of her, because it's, circle. Okay. Then anything that she applies those impact statuses to because of magnetic strike, they will also get magnetic procs. So she has 129% status chance. She will apply fire to everything. She has a chance to apply slash. 30% chance to apply slash. Okay, 100% chance to apply fire, 30% chance to apply slash. She will apply 100% chance to apply impact, and 100% chance to apply magnetic. So she's doing fire, impact, magnetic, and knockdown. Okay, so she's 3, 4. I think knockdown is a status effect. Okay, but it doesn't last very long because they stand up. Then because of this, her next attack will get more damage, 60%. So at least 3, maybe 4. Immunity resistance, she gets plus 50% status damage on those status effects, which affects Burning Claws, which gives it more heat. And the bigger the initial heat damage, the more damage it does. Okay. And this just increases her slash procs. That's what it does. You could potentially pull this off to put in like Maul. But as you see, it reduces the damage overall. So I don't mind it. So now, Veneri's build itself, because wait, there's more. Vicious Bond means that the Veneri's attacks are going to strip armor. And if they're recently hit by an ability, my whip, or something like that, the armor strip will spread to other enemies. This causes a loop, which means that they'll never have any armor. None of the enemies in the area will, within 9 meters of anything that gets hit by a cat, will ever have any armor. Hunter Recovery, I heal for the damage that it does. Pack Leader, as I whip, it's considered a melee attack, so Veneri has Overguard. I only have Link Direction on there so that Veneri actually has a shield, because Veneri has no shield by itself. These two make Veneri unkillable. You can... This also makes Veneri unkillable. Loyal Companion, it's not necessary. Deconstruct. The things that Veneri go after drop health orbs. It's great. Tech Enhance, not super necessary, but it's not too bad. Tenacious Bond. This is good because it increases my crit damage. So that's the general build effect, Duh. Okay. Animal Instinct, duh. Okay. Then for my... I have the regular thingy on here, but that's Veneri's build. Okay, so if I look at my other cat, I like the grouping of my regular pet. So if I look at my other cat, okay. So this is my Panzer. So for my Panzer, vicious to strip armor, viral quills, of course, contagious bond to spread stuff around, deconstruct to have health orbs, tenacious, so I get the crit as well. De-evolution, so if it dies, which it rarely ever does, it still turns into a thing. Duplex, so there's more of them. Fetch, pack leader, animal instinct. Pretty much the same thing, what you would expect. Yeah. Okay, now for the claws. Pretty much the same build. Yeah, I think I have Maul on as well. So you've got Swipe, Bell Ringer, Magnetic Strike, Cole the Weak. I have Maul and the other two. So I don't know what I'm missing, what the difference. I think I had the Hunter synergy on. Yeah, I think I had like Hunter synergy on Veneri, maybe. So Veneri had more critical. I don't know. I don't really think I need it because this one has 100% crit chance. So yeah. So it's fine. Yeah, it's 100% crit chance. This is 25 times 330. Yeah. And a 10 times crit multiplier. So, yeah. Does a lot of business. So, yeah, he's down there. And then, I mean, he's not going to take out behemoths. But Cosma. So for this guy, he's going to spread his viral through his normal shots. And then he's going to do all the rest of the stuff through actually attacking. Equinox is not good, actually, for... Like, I have to have all my abilities up to actually get a bunch of pets out. Cyanax. That ought to work. Yeah, because I can just spam abilities off to the side. Okay. I'm just shooting these over here. Meanwhile, the cats are, you know, they've already stripped the armor of, like, one of the guys. And then, like, yeah... See, they're just kind of kicking their asses out there. I'm just shooting these things over to the side to replenish the cats. And they've killed all of the level 220s while I was looking away. Yeah. Just a couple of cats kicking ass, taking names. Because, like, I'm not even hitting him with the ability, but he is. The real one is spreading his ability to all of them. So it's like, if they've been hit with an ability, and then the next one of the clones comes along and claws them, which gives them the 15% armor strip. But they're being hit by his spore ability. So they take a tick of damage and then spreads the armor strip, and it's just a loop. It's a it's an armor strip wave of like, so it's like, oh yeah, they're just all going to lose armor in a couple seconds. They'll have no armor. Like eventually they won't have any armor. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it may not be right away because it's 15%, but after a few ticks of that, they're gone. It's gone. So I like that he's nice and strong. And for me, I'm late in the game, so I don't have to have the double pickups on all the pets. So I go with a good strong build. And then of course, you know, we still have a really strong Sentinel, you know. I haven't gotten around to playing with the Sentinel weapons yet. I will admit that I have not done that. Here. Yeah. He normally does more damage than this. Forget how tough these guys are. And I'm like, dang. Cats were way faster at killing you guys. Taking 2 rounds. It makes it really easy for any of my guns to like pick them off. And they're completely CC'd the entire time. So, I mean... So I'm like... I have been using my cat a lot more than my Sentinel. And that's also the reason why I kind of want to, like, play around with the Sentinel weapons. Because I have a decent amount of weapons. Like, I want to... Because I know they buffed a lot of the weapons. So, I have a decent amount that are leveled, like, you know, 4 Forma, and I haven't played with these since the buff. So I'm like, I kind of want to go through and go, did they make this good enough to where it's like, is the Prime Laser Rifle now buffed to the point to where I could use it and make it good enough to like make a good build, right? Like, is the burst laser good enough now? Yeah, I've actually considered like I bought a Sentinel Riven the other day just because I'm like, it's like one of the next challenges because Verglass is really good at like stacking those status effects. But I'm like, if I could get like a decent crit and status effect weapon to where I could just get it to the point where it just kills the enemy. Yeah. Like this one just sucks. 10% crit, 4% status. That just sucks. I mean, that didn't look bad. 20% critical chance, 15% status. No status. Ouch. 10% critical chance. Ouch. A lot of these are still bad. This is balanced. 10 and 10. But it's still really low. This one's... I mean, see, this one's not bad. Like, my Volclock, 35 and 25. It's just fire rate is abysmal. Fire rate, 0.15. I love my Volclock. You're just going to get one shot. Yeah. It takes like 4 seconds to get a shot. It's gonna fire one round every 4 seconds. That's a 2 seconds reload time. Because he's not even gonna get to fire again for another 2 seconds. Oh, God. It's got great stats, though. 35 and 25. Yeah. Don't put critical delay on it. It's even worse. As you can see, I have a lot of form on it. Because it's Driga's weapon. And Driga was my most used sentinel for a very long time. Because he has the largest range mod for attack. So, like, I would put him on Banshee. So as soon as somebody became visible, he would snipe them. Stinger's pretty decent. It has a decent attack speed. It's not great, though. The problem with it is it has arcing bullets. They're affected by gravity. So the further the enemy is away, the less likely it is to hit. Which little bit sucketh. The Volcax is not bad. Its fire rate and charge time is 1, so it's faster than the Volclock. It's got good stats. Not as good, but still decent. It's heat and blast. This one's decent. One every half second. Not bad. Or no. One every 2 seconds. Yeah. Something, I don't know. Still slow, but better. Much better. Only 16% status. Hmm. Hmm. This is an old build. I have no idea what's going on with this. It's not that old because of radiated reload. What do you think of the new galvanized mods? I question my decisions all the time. I don't think he needs reload speed. Ah, one off. Hmm. Hmm. If I put a D, it's still not leveled. Unranked. And I'm like, I could get more status on there if I put a D. The problem is it's got such shit status to begin with. Yeah, see, I don't think this was going to be very good. I'm like, I've got everything else on here, but my status chance is so low. I'm going to leave it. I'm like, I need a higher status chance. I don't care about the base damages. 15 burst prime laser, huh? It's 54%. I need multi-shot. Lethal turret. Oh, you're already on there. Okay, cool. That's fine. Hack speed shred. Rate. Lethal turret. Okay, that's already on there. Fire rate. Okay, accelerated isotope. You're already on there. Okay. In that case, we've got that. We've got that. Let's go with status. That's not bad. That is already on there. That won't affect him. I can put Stinger on there. Oh, cold. This is a secondary. So that one doesn't work at all. Son of a bitch. So what's wrong with the burst laser is it's a secondary weapon, so the one that spreads the cold won't work for it. So yeah, like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna give up on trying to find one right now. Because I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna stick with the Verglass. I really like the freezing ability of the Verglass. And it has freezing, radiation, and corrosive. I mean, I could do more. I could switch it to like gas clouds instead of corrosive. But I kind of liked the corrosive. I know, like, that's the two options. Corrosive is going to armor strip. So it's like, it's just free armor strip. This keeps them frozen longer. This increases the status chance. This spreads the cold. The weapon's main damage is cold. So we have two elements that you can get whatever third one. Punch through, fire rate. These you can make do anything other than cold. So, well, as for the cats, I've got a decent number of builds that work well. I spent more time on them. I'm back to missions and things. Really, I was just kind of hunting doing the new mission thing and then hunting Formas because I never have enough formas. And since we're not getting the, like, the mission where they attack Earth, and they just bundled it into the rewards, into the Nabros, and we didn't get the formas. So, yeah. I'll be low on formas for the next year. I'm kind of like deciding on which Kome build I like. I have two. One of them is Hayden's version. I think I like mine better. So it's what I think I set mine as the main version here in my Kome like loadout. Let's see. Yeah, it's set to mine. This is mine, and it has the fire ability on it. And I seem to do more damage with this one. This is Hayden's. And the only difference is it uses Sickening Pulse. And I tweaked the mods are my version of Hayden's version. So it's not how Hayden designed it. The idea is Hayden doesn't like that you can't pick. You don't get 3 choices on the number 2. So Hayden got rid of the 2. I got rid of the 4. I don't like the 4 because the damage multiplier is multiplied by the dice. Like, excuse me, it's 1,000 damage, right? It's not a full circle around you, and the status is based on your dice. So I don't really like the damage that it does. It feels underwhelming. It's not bad, but because the size isn't like all the way around, it's a cone in front of you. I'm like, I can standardize the damage to be ice, fire, or blast, and be like more damage with this. Like 2,736 heat damage or 1,368 cold damage, right? And it's a circle. And they will last for 25 seconds. So if I need to kill enemies X amount of meters away, I can put a circle and just run away from the circle and let the enemies walk into it. So that works pretty well. And since it's 21 meter radius, like it's a 42 meter diameter, it's a pretty big area. So yeah. I tend to like this one. Now I seem to do more damage with it. Doesn't mean that Hayden's build isn't strong and doesn't do a lot of damage. So, like, I'll let you judge. So I'm on Hayden's build right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on the B build, which is Hayden's build. You got like 10 minutes. I don't find it much of a gamble, really. I do like the added fun of her number 2 ability. That's the reason why I like it, and I don't like Hayden's build because I miss the actual like number 2 ability.
As expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental systems.
Is this still path?
Modified life support capsules. Use these
Nope.
to sustain your environment or attach Kuba catalyst.
I'm gonna do the mission twice. Needed to be on steel path. I mean, I could. Let's go a little bit tougher mission, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit tougher mission. $180 to $200. Okay. Okay.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place.
Yeah.
Stand by for life support.
And the way you work this is you alternate between her like 4, her 2, her 1, her 2. I used the one wrong. My 3 went down. I'm out of energy. Here's some energy. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of spammy. I mean, it nukes a lot of rooms and things, so... Heard bells over here. That was weird. The nice thing about her is she is pretty much indestructible because of her 3. Give me your head. Thank you. Much appreciated. So that's her passive. I don't know. It's not really her passive. That's just her. When she casts her abilities, it plays the shamisen, whatever her. That's just her little, that's her abilities. Like these strings, she's like plucking those strings.
If they detect you, fighters will soon
I kind of like it because I like to hear the music. She is a Japanese themed frame because she's a shrine maiden. She's a Japanese shrine maiden. So it like plays, you know, she's a gambling shrine maiden, you know? Because they burp and fart. It always gets me, it's always like weird to me when like, I'm like,
extraction is ready. Void signatures outside the corrupted. They are draining.
I'm trying to remember who it is. I think it's
Eliminate them quickly.
the speedy one, like burps or something like that. I'm like, what? Why? I mean, they're like best friends, so I guess it makes sense that Grendel and Goss. But like Goss like burps all of a sudden, and I'm like, what? Yeah. So this is, like I said, you know, Hayden's build. It does fine. I'm gonna head to the exit. We've done 6 minutes. Like I said, she's pretty much unkillable.
Tenno, if you have a necromech, this would be an excellent.
I'm not gonna do a necromech. She's unkillable because of her 3rd ability that if you would take damage, instead of taking damage, you're healed instead. It's kind of like Amisha's ability. So as you saw, lots of murder, lots of death, but I don't get the decrees. So for me, it's a little less fun because I don't get the added challenges of, oh, do this special thing. And remember, I have like these whole, for the next mission you can for 5 minutes you can't use your weapon. For 5 minutes you need to do this. For 5 minutes you can't jump. For all these other things that people can do. So I'm used to having these extra challenges. I play missions where it's Tenno only, right? To add an extra like spice to the mission. Things like that. Just to be like, hey, how can we make this more interesting? It's like, do a spy mission as, I don't know, Ember. Something like that. Okay, so I really like her mechanic of the, other things. But not that. Swap this. I gotta take a whiz. My eyeballs are floating. So I like the number 2 ability where it's like, you'll get stronger if you did this. Be right back.
Operator, Ordis is sorry. Happy to report that all my good jokes are gone.
Okay. So let's do that mission again. Thank you, thank you. My hand's a little bit wet. I didn't dry them off well after washing them. I'm using my robe to finish drying my hands. It's terry cloth. It's basically a towel. Okay. I wash my hands. Actually, like every time I wash my hands, I think about a recent unethical life pro tip that I read. Do you want to hear an unethical life pro tip? Okay, so if you're at like a mixer between guys and girls, right? Party, whatever. If you can bring up the conversation of like hand washing before or after, the guys that like stand up for not hot washing their hands after will gross out the girls and will kind of remove themselves from the possibilities at the party for the girls. Like, I have this conversation from time to time because there was a movie, The Sound of Silence, or The Sound of Water, or something like that, where it's about like back in the 1950s, the government captured the swamp man or the fish man or something like that. And this deaf girl like she's a maid and she ends up falling in love with him. And there's this really creepy, fucked up scene where the cleaning lady is new to the place, right? This government facility. She's working at Area 51, right? And she's a cleaning lady, and she's put the sign up at the men's room, right? And it's her and her supervisor because she's new, so she's being showed the ropes, and she's deaf, right? So she's in there and she's cleaning the men's room, and the general, like the head boss guy of the military people, walks into the men's room, right? And they're like, oh, we should leave. And he's like, no, it's fine. Just keep cleaning. And he washes his hands, and then he goes to the urinal, and he like steps up and pees, and he's just watching them the whole time that he's pissing at the urinal. And they're like really uncomfortable because he's like maintaining eye contact as he's like pissing, showing his dominance, right? And he's pressed up against the urinal, so he's not flashing or anything. And then he starts monologuing, right? As he's pissing slowly. And he has this conversation with them about hand washing. He's like, it's all right to wash your hands before or after using the restroom. But if you do both, then it's a sign of mental, mental illness or something, that you're weak-minded or something if you wash your hands before and after. And he like zips up and leaves. And I'm like, no, that is not the way it works, you dirty bastard. Like, if I'm walking around touching railings, touching doors, touching greasy engines, whatever, I don't want to touch my junk and put that down there, right? I'm going to wash my hands before, right? If I've been sneezing, coughing, it doesn't matter. If I've been playing in the dirt, I don't want to put that down there. He's kind of fucked up in the movie, right? This guy has a lot of his own issues, and he thinks that other people that wash their hands before and after have issues. No, he does. It's projection is what it is. A lot of people do this. A lot of like politicians, they're like, oh, the other side is doing XYZ when they're doing that. And they're just accusing other people of doing it because they know it exists because they're doing it. And that's like what he's doing there. And then like at the same time, so to finish my thing, if you're touching surfaces, like there's all sorts of crumbs and bullshit on my desk right now, right? Because it's dusty, it's dirty, whatever. I don't want to be putting that in just other places, special places. So I'm gonna wash my hands, rinse them at least, right? And then that place, its closest neighbor is an asshole. Maybe they're not perfectly clean either, right? I might gas the area with gas because life, and I don't want to like just like, hi neighbor, how's it going? With, yeah, gaslighting somebody else, you know, and be wiping that on surfaces. So I'm going to wash my hands afterwards too, right? But I don't want to be adding just randomness to that area either. I think of this because, like, the first time that I really got into that topic was there was a younger guy at an old job that was like, his girlfriend was on her like third or fourth yeast infection, right? Or urinary tract infection. I'm like, you know, it's your fault, right? And he said, what do you mean? Because you're a dirty motherfucker. And he's like, what? It's like, dude, wash your fucking junk. He's like, huh? It's like, she's your new girlfriend, right? And since y'all been together, she's had how many of these urinary tract yeast infection things? He's like, He's like, do you wash your fucking dick regularly? Like, I mean, occasionally do it like once, twice a week, and take a shower and stuff. It's like, dude, man, you're going over there sweaty after the gym. You're like putting your shit inside of her. Her body doesn't know you. She's had 14, 15, however many years to develop. I don't know. He was younger to develop her own personal, like, flora and fauna. And then an invader comes in from, you know, dirty McStankoville over here. And of course, she doesn't know how to deal with your stank. Wash your shit, bro. Damn. Yeah. Ever see it in the movie, like, I'm just going to go freshen up. What do you think they're freshening up? They're washing their tank. like a little while later, like, yeah, the she stopped getting the infections. I was like, no shit, bro. It's like, you're a dirty motherfucker. I'm like, don't teach hygiene like that. I mean, they literally don't teach, like, if you don't wash your junk, you're gonna make the other person sick on a regular basis. Sorry. I'm just like, I didn't know that stuff either. If my mom wasn't a nurse and my wife wasn't really a nurse, I wouldn't like to learn these things. Jesus. Sorry. But the unethical life pro tip is if that topic can be brought up in those like situations, then the guys that stand up for, oh no, you don't need to wash your hands afterwards, will gross out the girls and will remove themselves. That was the unethical life pro tip.
Trust in your training.
15 enemies while sliding, huh? They took my weapon.
The Oregon Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
Okay. Well, that one's done. Shot still an extra 40% corrosive damage. That's cool. Let's get another one. Oh, that was just a free one. After rolling, increased critical damage multiplier. Nice. See, I like these whole extra challenges. Yeah, decrees for the mission. That's the whole thing you miss out on if you get rid of the 2. Let's see what else we get. 17 enemies inflicted with electrical status. Okay, this was a little bit difficult because I don't have innate electricity. I have to get it from this ability, right? But I've already killed 1. We got 3 dead with electricity. Oh, wait. I do have... I carry electricity on this weapon here. That's right. My melee. This is the reason why this melee is on the build. Okay. Casting abilities boost movement speed, huh? Okay. I forgot about... I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, I do have electricity. That's right. I forgot. And I like those challenges because they make things more interesting. They give me little dopamine hits of, ooh, I got another thing. Sorry. Let's get another one. What do we have here? 42 enemies airborne. Okay, well. Let's see. 5, 7, 9, 11, whoop, 12. What? No, not wall latching. Get off the wall. Get off the wall. 20. You know, I could shoot at guys too. Hold on. Let me get my gun up. I'm not doing very good at getting headshots. Yeah, like, literally, I like the... I don't mind that it's random what I get. I like the challenges. My dogs are jumping in the air too. Sorry. $32. And like, you know, they really have a hard time of killing her. Whoop, I say that and it went down. I'm guessing my ability went down, but it's fine, whatever. Let me put it back up. The next 26 shots is like, they heal me instead. Here we go. Heavy attacks deal an extra 60% corrosive. Alright. I can do that. Okay. Let's see.
Those oculists are scanning for targets.
The melee duration for incarnates. Nice.
Look out for troopers.
Well, let's see what my next thing is. Kill 30 enemies while what? While sliding. Okay.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But you need to leave. Extraction is ready. Void manifestations, drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives.
The only real problem I have is a lot of time my missions aren't long enough. Like even at this one right now, like I'm like, well, I mean, I kind of have going to leave now, but I enjoy the whole like, oh, weak points create a 10-meter field of destruction. Like, you know, for me, this one's more fun. Doing the whole like things instead of just like press 1, press 2. I'm not running out of energy. I'm using more stuff. It's more active. I'm still not really having to think about anything. And I tend to do more damage on this one too, by the way. I didn't really check the stats after the last one. That's my bad. Let's see, I should probably head to the exit because it is at like the 6-minute mark. But like, I get a decent amount of decrees.
All manner of Orican technology may work
Like,
due to the Circulus's proximity.
it's fun going after the decrees. In a long mission, I'll get a lot of decrees. Like there's only one downside about the decrees. The more you get, the longer it takes in between them, up to 1.5 minutes in between each decree. So, like, I gotta wait like 90 seconds. Oh, that sucks. It's not that bad. So, like, yeah, there is a cooldown in between, like, getting them if you, like, get a lot of them. But it's not that bad. It's 90 seconds. And it's the longest it can be, I think, is like 90 seconds. I should have checked. I wish I had checked the number of kills I had after the last one versus this one. They were both pretty darn high. So, either way, if I don't lose track of my ability and let my ability go down, she's pretty much unkillable. She's a lot of fun on the mode with the decrees. So I like that. I don't think Hayden's build is bad. Pretty good. I just kind of like mine better because it has the added fun of getting these rare decrees and things and being like, status effects do double damage now. Oh, you don't say. Crits do double damage. Well, all right. I'll take that for the rest of the mission, please. Yes. Yeah. 150 seconds, yeah. So a little bit more than, yeah, but that's a maximum. That's not that bad, you know? It's like 2 minutes, a little bit more than 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, yeah. 2.5 minutes in between decrees at maximum. And there's like nothing that I can do that I know of to affect that. Let me see. Hold on. My efficiency, no, I don't think there's anything you can do because that's not nerfed, even though my efficiency is. So I don't think there's anything that you can do about that. I'm like, maybe if I have better efficiency, that can go up. But no, it's not in the red. Yeah, it doesn't go up at all. So doesn't look like there's anything that affects that ability. Sure. I'm actually going to the wiki page on Kome for the first time. Yeah, nothing affects the second ability other than efficiency. It's the difference between the two builds. Like, I have steel charge to round out the difference because it's missing one capacity to put on Umbral because it's 16 and there's it takes it up to 15. So I had to put on steel charged for the extra capacity to get Umbral intensifying. It takes it up to 258. So it makes the legit one. It pissed me off. I'd have to put on another forma for like what, auger reach? Or take stretch down by 1. Like I could take stretch down to 10, right? So I could do this. I could do that. And then, so 168. And then I could put growing power back on. And then, but I'm like, growing power is only when you do a weapon status effect that you get the extra 25% ability power. I don't shoot my weapon that often that I can rely on getting that much. So I'm like, I don't mind not having growing power. So I'm like, you know, I can put something else on there. I have a universal forma on an aura forma on there. So I'm like, I don't mind something else. That's fine. So I couldn't super think of anything great. I mean, if you want her to be more tanky, Free for Spite is good. That'll definitely do it. Brief Respite. I don't like putting on Umbral formas onto Warframes unless they're tanks. It locks them into a build too much. Yeah. For the extra starting combo. It's not bad. I mean, I do. Just because I have some stupid melee builds. You've seen my slam build, right? Stretch. You have seen my slam build, right? This is my highest damaging build in the game. I've started to see other versions of it. I saw a video of not this, but this light. It's not bad. So I saw a version of Baruch Slam, which is not bad. It's not as good as this, but it's not bad. So you're familiar with like the behemoths, right? How many attacks do you think it would take to kill a behemoth in melee? So what do you think? How many? How many hits do you think it'll take to kill all those behemoths? Hey, Abiel. Sure. You want to join me? There's a demo, the Conclave terminal in your ship is gone and it's been replaced with the demo terminal. And you can go do a demo mission and play some of the new content from Warframe 1999. It's one mission. And if you do that, you get a skin for a sword. It's pretty cool. You get to ride the Atomo cycle and play as Arthur. Pretty good there, Benedict. So, you want to see what mine does? I'm going to get my combo counter up. Okay. I mean, to be fair, you hit them once already, so let me just respawn them. Fresh. There we go. It takes one hit to kill them all. And I wasn't at full combo counter because I had already used. See, I'm at 9 right now. I can get rid of some of my combo counter. It takes a minute because this has really good combo efficiency, if you notice. Okay, I'm at as low as I can go, which is 6. excuse me, 5. So the 5 times combo counter, it takes 1 hit. This guy was too far back. He did not get hit. I hit him for 41 million damage. Oh, and by the way, it heals you if I do that. So if you're within the area of me, it will heal you for a percentage of 41 million damage. This is a stupid build. Normally when I take this build into missions, I zero out my like teammate damage. I leave the mission and I have 100% of the damage. Like, legitimately, they don't have any. They may have 300-400 kills, but they have 0% of the damage. They have nothing. Yeah, 5 weapons. And if you look at the ground here, I had to prove to somebody the other day, it's like Mirage only gets 2, like 3 guns, right? Like all of her clones don't shoot. Only a couple of them do. Only the front 2, right? There's like 3 projectiles here. Okay. But the actual melee weapons, I have 5. If you look at look at the ground, there's 5 holes. Okay, Mirage gets all 5 melee weapons, and then if you look at the stats on this, if I look at my abilities, you get plus 42% damage and an increase of 5% damage for when I get kills from Hall of Malevolence. Plus 42% damage, right? And then plus 428% damage. Ha ha. Not to mention the weapon itself, since it's an Incarnon hammer, will do, let's see here. I have it on it. It's not showing the right damage. Yeah, that's on right. It's not showing the right damage. Yeah, things are on, but it's definitely not showing it right. Let's see. Technically, this does around 100 and something thousand on a slam attack. It's just not showing it right. I don't know why it's not showing it right, because what it's not showing is that my Nira's mods, which are up here, are taking and multiplying my slam attacks by 200%. This Nira's Hatred. So it's not showing that it's taking the 48,000 here and multiplying that slam by 2. And then I get another 200% on slam damage from this one. So it's like 400% slam damage. Yeah. So there's a bunch of modifiers, and it's not showing that here. That's just the basic slam attack for this is 48,000. Like the regular slam is 25,000. The heavy attack is 48,000, and that's without all of the multipliers. It has a 12 times crit multiplier and has a 200% crit chance. So, and that's before the heavy attack. and heavy attack is going to double the crit chance, so it's actually 400% crit chance, which is the reason why it's always a red crit. And then because it has this is my heavy attack efficiency, and on melee kills I get combo count because my combo count stacks up to 60 here. And like I could put on, like I have steel charge for base damage, but I could put on the other one. Oh no, I need the room for it because of my bad polarities. I could put on the either way, it's fine. It goes very, very, very high in what the damage does with this, as you saw. Like, I haven't found anything in the game that can stand up to it. Treasurers. And I have on the Rauda to give me the combo count. So like now I have like a 7 times so I can incarnate it. And that gives me like a 6 times combo count. And then it's just like you stack your multipliers. I'm multiplying a multiplier of a multiplier. And it's just like they did. Except for the one guy back here I missed with my pull. Like I said, I haven't really found anything that can survive this. And the AoE on it is so massive. Demolist. I have a Demolist Machinist. No, they didn't. Devour, DEV. Ghoul Devour, Demolisher Devour. Like I said, I haven't found anything that the only things that I've found that do anything is the ones that spawn stuff after they die. Like these guys might survive the Aerialists because they have like invulnerabilities. Let's see if these guys, they can probably make it just because of their Nope. I mean, a couple of them, like, some of them survived. Like, some of them kind of survived. Yeah, maybe, sort of. Yeah, like, some of them straight up died. Other ones, like, just broke the canisters, like, took another hit to kill off the ones. It's a little bit weird on those. But yeah, like, I can't really find anything that doesn't just pretty much die. Like the Sentinel group. Oh, I lost my Incarnate form, but I still have a combo count. So there we go. Like, some of these guys are still around. The Sentinel group is a little bit weird. Like, they float up and do strange things, and I don't know. Like, I don't know. These guys are very strange. Like, it says there's 2 more here, but I don't know where they are. Like, the Sentinel group, very strange things happen with them. I don't know. They're very weird. Like, what's going on with those guys? Why do they float into the sky? Like, literally. Like, what is this? Yeah, I can bring them. They won't last very long. They'll take 1 hit. It's wrong. Oh, hold on. Kill enemies. Cosmo are a higher level. But they're basically the same thing. They're 1 hit. The Exos and the Cosmos are both from Railjack. They both had 1,000 like base armor at level 1. The Cosma were from either the Void or Saturn, and the Exos were from the other place, whichever one they were. And I think the Cosmo were the higher level ones, if I remember correctly. I don't really remember correct for sure, but I'm pretty sure the Cosmo were the higher level ones. Either way, they're non-legit enemies, and I don't know if they're actually nerfed or not since the new changes. But they're non-legit because you can spawn them in Steel Path level, but they don't actually exist in Steel Path level because there is no Steel Path for Railjack. It just doesn't exist. But yeah, I have them both. I've scanned them both. And they're essentially the same thing with just different names. Spectre? Oh yeah, I do have specters. Ooh, that's a good idea. Spectre particles? What the hell are these? Okay, guys. Bye-bye. I don't think I hit these two back here. But no, they didn't live. Let me get a better... Yeah, they don't live past one hit. I don't think they have real 10-0 armor defense. I mean... Yeah. If the behemoths, you know... Juggernaut. Like... Yeah. These are Damus, Juggernaut, Eximuses. With Overguard. Yeah, one hit. And that was at a 6 times combo count. Deimos, Juggernaut, Eximuses. I don't think I have the Jugulus. Oh, Deimos, Jugulus. Yeah, okay. Penis monsters. Are there Eximuses of those? Doesn't look like. There are Deimos, Jugulus, Eximuses. I don't have them. So, here's a bunch of penis monsters. Bunch of limp penis monsters. Apparently I missed these two in the back. Yep. So, yeah, they don't stand up to it either. So all in all, it's like I said, it's my most powerful build. So what I do is I just run through the missions. And the great thing about it is you can literally use it as a, like, way to get around. It's not that slow. And since it does damage, you know, as you're moving, I can go through and clear boards pretty well. Yeah. It kills and generates a decent amount of orbs and things as you go. It has nourish, so you know, get plenty back. It's got equilibrium, so yeah, you pretty much have everything you need. And then on top of it, you have plenty of power strength for this. Whenever you need that, and you have all the energy you need to be able to cast it, like always. So all in all, it works really well. So you've got a real high damage spell that you can pull out, that, and then on top of that, you've got massive damage slam attacks. And your weapons do 500% more damage. And you have 3 guns, which, Nucor, I mean, you can see the beams from the Nucor. You know how many there are. You know? Which Nucor is already good. Any secondary is good. I have this one because it takes down nullifiers real quick. And then a 500% damage Nucor with extra, you know, viral from Uwu. And then you just want the this to make sure you can get your combo count up real quick. A couple shots from this, combo count achieved, and then smash and bash. You do have to listen to Uwu for, you know, anytime you recast, but at 50 some seconds per cast, you don't have to do it all that often. Alright, you good? Or do you want to see something else? You want to try something? Alright. I'll give you some XO. Yeah, you can't type. Yeah, mod still works. Oh, I get it now. Mod still works. Companion melee hits increase your combo by 6. Heavy attacks increase companion melee damage by 30%. Multiplied by your combo multiplier. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it sounds like it's working as intended. All right. I'm going to dip. I don't know if you want to leave first, though, so that you don't have to go through two. There we go. I've been showing this off for a little while, this slam build, and a few days ago, Potato, I think it was, put out this build. A reworked Baruch. It was either Potato or Brosamine.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you.
Well, it's similar. Nearest hatred on Baruch. I don't think they used the Rauda or the Furus. So these are mine. I don't know what weapons they had, but they had dexterity on them. I'm not sure if they had it on both. They had the Vertilac, which so I copied that because I'm like, it's basically a sacrifice weapon. They had Seismic Wave on the Vertilac for the slammed like area, and it's carrying Nira's Contempt for increased slam attack damage. That's why one of the things that you're sacrificing. So you have slam damage here, and then Desert Wind. You have the Seismic Wave again, so it actually applies to this one. And then you see that it's showing the damage correctly here, where it's multiplying the slam attack for the heavy, where it wasn't showing it right down there, which I'll show you my other build, so you can see that this is doing 186,000 damage, where it's got all the multiplications right. For the like Seismic Wave and the Baruch here, Nira's Hatred is showing 2 stacks, so it's a 200% because of the sacrifice on this carrying the second mod in Nira's Contempt. So that Desert Wind Slam is getting that 200%, going from 93 up to 186. And then we're getting like another 200%. So it's going to get a ridiculous amount of damage. Okay. And so they made a slam build for Desert Wind. Now, it could be better if I had purple shards. He doesn't have any purple shards on him. So the crit chance would be better. Still very good. So if we go back and look at my Mirage, which I've been running for quite some time, now you can actually see the damage of... It's not showing the slam damage of this. Whatever. It should be. That Seismic Wave. I don't know why. It should be doing the same thing here and showing that boost. Whatever. Still hitting, right? I don't know. But the most I've hit with this was, I think, 1.5 billion damage with a B. Oh, it's the combo counter. That's the difference. I realize what the difference is. Okay, so the difference between the two builds is this. So the reason why it's not showing the damage right here is because I'm used to seeing it with a different mod on. Watch this. $96,000 damage. Do you see? Yeah. That's what I'm more used to seeing, is stuff like this. And then I have melee exposure on. So if I put on, where is it? This is my old build. Like, it's usually over 100k. See, 107,000 damage. But I actually get more damage out of exposure, because I'm usually casting abilities, and then I get more damage out of galvanized reflex, because galvanized reflex will keep my combo counter higher for longer, give me a larger overall combo counter, and it gives me that higher, like, because I'm always killing things, and it's for 20 seconds, stacks up to 4 times. So as long as I'm killing things, this doesn't give me any base initial combo like I do from Corrupt Charge, but it also doesn't take away my, like, combo duration. So this doesn't show me the initial damage here, just like this doesn't show me the initial damage like it would for having my shields up. So it's like, it's a 50-50. I lose my shields pretty often though, so I don't get that extra damage. Where for melee exposure, I am casting my abilities, so I can get that extra damage pretty regularly from the from melee exposure. So I kind of like this one better. Yeah. And I mean, you could make this different. Like, I could take the if this didn't have heat on it and had electric, this could be much better, because I could swap for influence. And then I could also hit things for like, you know, electric and yada yada, for a whole shite ton of damage, for 20 extra meters anytime I did a slam, and just be silly mode. But that's a whole nother story, some other day, some other time. Same bat channel, same bat time. Yeah, my Zorus has it on it. No, Zorus, they literally give you like the second or third best, like with like the second best chakra in the game, just as a part of a quest. It's like, here, we're gonna give you like the second best chakra. Now it's gonna take you like 4 formas to get it there. But like, this is like not the best, but like the second best. It's amazing. It's just a quest that you're going to have to do. Like my Zorus, 6 forma. If you look, my Glaive Prime, 2. You can see which one I've used more. Azorus. And it's kind of silly. Yeah, 6 farm Azorus. I probably have the Redeemer Prime as my melee. No, Stropha. Let's see, sort by used. Oh wow, the Hatterax is still second. Yeah, I was an Hatterax abuser. I've used the crap out of that weapon back in the day. I've used the Stropha a lot. I've used the Zorus a decent amount. It's right here with my Sancti Magistar. Do you know why the Hatterax is here? I gotta text the wife. 6 or 6:30 today? I think it's 6:30 today. No? I'll tell you in a second. Okay, so the Hatterax is a slash whip. Four formas. Little blender on a stick. High crit chance. Okay. Slashes is primary damage. 18% chance to do a slash proc. Okay. So 150% critical strike chance for a slide attack. Now, back in the day, this means it's you're gonna get like 200 plus 150. So 293. 243% chance to be a crit. Okay, so with this on there, you're gonna get 153% more critical chance for a slide attack. It's gonna be like 243% crit. That's pretty darn good. You could get your status chance up. With this, you get your regular crit chance up, and you'd be going around doing red crits with slide attacks very, very easily. It was a cheap build, pretty quick build, and because of that, you could get way back in the day red crits. So, and since it was pretty much a slash proc every time, you did lots of good damage and just cut people up. It also has a very good range because it's a whip. It was nice and fast, and I had a macro. Still have the macro, by the way. That's it. Pressing a button with my thumb. It's just doing a slide attack. Just run around holding the shift and forwards. By the way, I used this on Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, it's her main attack, by the way, now. I still have it. But I built it for the Hatterax. Because doing slide attacks on the Hatterax was a pain in the ass. Pain in the thumb or fingers, whatever. because you always wanted to slide attack. And it did really good damage, shot things up in a big circle around you all the time. And you could just dash through missions doing slide attacks, cutting them to pieces. Good weapon. But we've gotten better weapons. That's the rub of it, is that we now have, you know, incarnans and shit. So we don't have to like pussyfoot around with 90-some% crit chance and 7.5 times crit multipliers and all that stuff. We can do way better. I don't know. It was a good weapon. I see this would be better now. Just put that there. It was. Yeah, neither of those would be good. Start out weak, but rapidly get better and stronger. Since you got that covering you, yeah, I think that would be better and make this stronger. That's a tough one because it's like you have so much more crit chance. You lose like 160%. But you'll gain 120% critical damage. I don't know. I don't use the Atarax anymore, so I'll just leave the build alone. Yeah, the ethers were pretty decent. All of them in general. Alright, I'm going to end the stream because I got to get ready for going to the gym. It's a text message I sent a minute ago. It was about what time. That's also the reason why it says it's a short stream, even though it was 3.5 hours. Because who needs sleep? I woke up early today. It does fly. Should do the mission thing. It's fun. Drive around on an atomic cycle. Check it out. All right. Now though, peace. Take care. Stay safe. Try to be good to each other. We only got this one chance. It's time for bed. Get some rest. I'm out though. Later. I'm gonna go to the gym and work out. Pump some iron. Hotfix bound in 3 minutes.